ensuring we follow the Constitution. Is that the right way in ensuring fair justice, even to those who are accused?
Professor?
Mr. Speaker, now that the kinetic operations that we launched in February 2023 has yielded significant fruits, the issue of the North Rift will not be complete until those that were displaced because of the violence meted upon them by bandits, groups and gangs are returned to their homes. And therefore, it is going to be my priority, if I am approved by this House, to make sure that in line with the rights of every Kenyan under the Constitution and the relevant instruments, including international instruments on the prevention of internal displacement, we're going to resettle, facilitate the resettlement and reintegration of all communities that were displaced by the menace of banditry. Secondly, I've been asked to respond to the allegations about abduction. During my tenure as minister, I made it clearly, clear to the police that abductions, extrajudicial killings, and extra-constitutional means of apprehending offenders is against government policy, is against the Constitution, is against international law. I must hasten to say my observation, because I've been in the front line more than any other place, especially in North Rift, in northern Kenya, and the Boni Enclave. The officers who served in the special units in counter-terrorism and counter-banditry, the formed-up units have been quite professional, generally. But just as I've said in the previous question, in the event there are any infractions, there are any reported infractions and excesses by the special forces that are helping us to fight banditry, again, IPOA and other accountability mechanisms must be put in place to ensure that we do not spoil the very good work that is being done by our officers in the front line. Some of them have died, others have lost limb, officers have been destituted.
Point of order, Chair. Chairman, I was saying that you know, the nominee is a professor, and professors teach in the university, so he can answer questions like somebody who's in class teaching us. I was requesting through the chair that, through the chairman, that he can do faster. Chair.
Professor, be concise and precise and to the point.
I submit.
Thank you. Nelson, we'll just come around. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Professor Kindiki, it's unprecedented that twice in 2 years we've had to apply Section 241 of our Constitution in deploying our officers, our military officers, to back up the police, both to quell the protest and initially sent to the North Rift. What exactly is the state of our police force? There are so many things that are flying around, gossip, that number one, our officers, police officers could be demoralized. Number two, is there a situation that you feel the police at some point are very hesitant to execute some of the assignments they're given because of lack of morale? And you as a CS, the accusations that you've not helped in boosting the morale of our police officers. What exactly is the state of our police force?
Professor?
Mr. Speaker, Yes, we have applied Article 241 twice. And I think there is nothing abnormal with that, Mr. Speaker, because that is why that article exists. So that whenever there is need, the National Police Service may request the support of the Kenya Defence Forces to handle either an emergency